Tucker Carlson on Fox News reported on me, called me the nose ring girl. He's like, she's clearly a damaged person and very angry. And
For some reason, her worldview is like so off. She's like oblivious to like the life she's living, even though she can acknowledge it.
And then after all the comments came in, I was like, okay, people are saying I agree with her, but I don't like the way that she delivers it. Like, she's too aggressive. Like, did you think that the majority, like, do you feel like we won the argument mostly?
I don't think anyone won, honestly.
I'm Ceci. You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at veryceci, and then my YouTube channel is the Putting You On podcast. I do stand-up comedy. I do a lot of political coverage and started doing debates online. And I was on the Dr. Phil show to discuss Roe v. Wade being overturned like 2 months after it did. That's my spiel. That's who I am. I live in LA. I'm from Chicago. And I am overly opinionated.
So I didn't know you were on Dr. Phil. That's crazy. I guess what was the
Yeah,
process of you? How'd you get on that?
So I'm a hairdresser, and my client's the executive producer of his show.
Mm-hmm.
So when Roe v. Wade was overturned, she came to me and she was like, "We're doing an episode on Roe v. Wade being overturned. We're having different women on to discuss it, and we really want you on the show."
Mm.
And of course, I was like, "Are you sure you want me on the show?" She was like, "Yeah." So fast forward, right, really quick. Fast forward, I'm backstage at Paramount getting mic'd up, and there was this other woman there getting mic'd up too, and we didn't know who each other were at this point. And then the producers came over to us and they were like, "Oh, can you put your masks on while you're backstage?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And she was like, "Oh, I don't have one." So when they walked away to get her one, she turned to me and she goes, "I feel like the Chinese should be paying us reparations for this."
What?
And I
That doesn't make any sense.
I immediately knew she's pro-life, okay? And also I looked at her and I just go, "Oh, so you support reparations? That's great."
True.
We immediately knew who each other were,
Yeah.
and she was a pro-lifer. Saying a statement like that, I was like, I know who you are. I know exactly who you are. But then when we went out on stage, another pro-life leader was there, and it was Lila Rose. That was the first time I ever met Lila, was actually on the Dr. Phil show 2 years before we re-met at Jubilee. Tucker Carlson on Fox News reported on me.
Really?
He called me the nose ring girl. He's like, she's clearly a damaged person and very angry. And
No way.
I hate Tucker Carlson, but he's not totally wrong.
That's crazy. And so it seems like you've made a name for yourself so far. Like, they see you like, oh my God, like I guess how we see Tucker Carlson or any of the other people. We're like,
Yeah,
oh, it's them.
I guess yeah, and I never thought of it before, but then my friends were like, "You're a polarizing personality, like you're a polarizing figure, just like the others are polarizing. Like most people really like me or really dislike me. Like my comments and DMs are wild."
Yeah, I appreciate you for joining and being on. I watched the Jubilee debate. I think it was this week, and I'm like, I already knew what I was getting myself into because I saved the video to watch for the stream, and I kind of
Yeah.
put it off for like a few weeks, and I finally got to watching it. It was just like I mean, as most of them are, they're like kind of mind numbing, and they're like, bro, like it's so frustrating. So.
So where do you stand? Because I don't know where you stand.
Okay, yeah, I guess I can start with that. So first off, I don't like Candace Owens, so like I think automatically I wasn't like on her side, and so I would say I am like with the on the feminist side, really, like because most of the arguments she made just didn't make sense, and it's just like if there was anything, if you can give me an argument, I can like maybe not agree with it and like I prescribe to it, but I can like okay, it makes sense, but nothing made sense really what she was saying. So yeah,
You know
I
what?
would say I'm not on Candace's side.
Yeah, because you know what the thing is, like after watching the debate, because I did one for Jubilee before that,
Mm-hmm.
where I was definitely more aggressive, and then after all the comments came in, I was like, okay, people are saying I agree with her, but I don't like the way that she delivers it. Like she's too aggressive. So I was like, all right, let me do Candace different because I want people to hear what I'm saying and not get hung up on whatever attitude they think I have.
Right.
So then I went into it different. The comments didn't change. I'm still aggressive and vulgar. And it's just like, you know what? It's because I'm a girl who's opening her mouth and I'm saying something you don't want to hear. So like at
Right.
this point, I'm just like, I'm going to be who the fuck, excuse me, I am. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
just deliver it the way I normally would. But I wish now I could go back and redo that with Candace. Because the thing about her claims is that none of them can be verified through data or analysis or any kind of statistics. So it's just an opinion. It's literally us going back and forth saying, I don't agree with your opinion. Like, She has no statistics.
Right. I think your question was women are happier raising a kid rather than like pursuing a career.
You keep bringing up the 1950s,
Yeah.
which
Like
is
it's like the
where I'm
best
from,
time
so I just
ever.
don't know if
Yeah.
that's the period of time that you want to go back to.
True.
So you want to undo progress that's been done. So I'm curious as to what decade you'd be comfortable living in.
True.
Especially as a black woman.
Okay, so
wait, get her. Oh my God.
As a woman, I think that it was probably a better environment for women when
You're lying.
we understood that raising our children.
You're lying. She wouldn't be able to answer it. I just think the time period where we all thought the same and we can just do one thing. You're lying. You're lying.
We have to teach them how to get to the other side and cope with it. Otherwise, they stay where they are. And that anger and resentment builds. That's the feeling they become most comfortable with. That's the feeling they go.
Look at her vote her off for real. I think she knew how to articulate herself pretty well. Yeah.
So we need to stop telling our boys they don't cry because they do. They just do it alone, and then they become even more alone.
Oh, they didn't count. Time was up. I didn't hear what you said.
And the thing about that is some correct, that is true, and some that's not true. Like there's no statistic to back that kind of claim. So it's just a bullshit opinion you're putting out there. But what bothers me more, and I didn't want to piss off Jubilee because I like what they're doing and I want to do more of it. But in my mind, I thought, great debate as far as like topic. Feminism, great topic to debate. But why the fuck am I debating the poster child for feminism? We're talking about a black woman who's making millions off of giving her opinion. Like, debating the poster child for this.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. This is stupid. Where the hell is the bitch churning butter for her kids that wants to debate this? You know what I mean? Like living what she's preaching.
Like an actual
trad wife. Like an actual
trad
woman
wife, yeah.
who is a stay-at-home mom and believes this is where we belong. Candace doesn't believe that because that's not where she is. She's in her studio.
Exactly. So I think for some reason her worldview is like so off, and she's like oblivious to like the life she's living, even though she can acknowledge it. Like, oh yeah, I work from home. I can start at 1 p.m. and raise my kids, and then just go to work. No boss.
Well, she said at one point, she said, women can't have it all. And then someone said, but you have it all. And then she got to say, I'm the exception. That's ridiculous. That's the dumb, like, that's not an argument. Like, this isn't a debate now. This is just you. And that was the other thing. Let me say this about Jubilee. Their fact checking pissed me off because I noticed that in all the other debates, they fact check you when you're wrong. This time in the Candace Owens debate, they would say fact check, but then put up what we just said. Like the fact was correct, right? Like when I said men are 4 times more likely to kill themselves, they posted that fact check and posted that. And I thought, that's not how fact checks ever worked before.
Yeah.
And now you're doing it on a Candace Owens debate, and you know her followers are just going to see fact check and be like, see, she was wrong. Probably not read the actual fact. Like, it felt like this whole thing was catered a little bit to give Candace a buffer, honest to God.
I think that's what most of the things are when it's like 1v something. They kind of favor the guest, like the main person, because like they probably like they're the bigger figure. So they kind of cater to them. But in terms of the fact checking, I wish they would kind of label it. Like I saw a comment, it was like, label it red if it's wrong or green if it's right, like the right fact check. They can do that.
Like make the distinction, right? Because before when they would fact check, they would only do a fact check if what you just said was wrong. And then all of a sudden now they're doing it when I'm saying something right. And I'm like, that makes me look wrong, but you just posted that what I said was correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I sat down in that chair, by the way, the millions of things that went through my head that I was like, don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't.
You know what I mean? Because legit, I wanted to look at her and be like, you should be at home making him a sandwich right now. Like, what are you doing here? You know? You should be waiting for your husband to come home and give you your allowance, because that's the world that she wants us all to live in. And I saw that so I looked at your YouTube and you've covered like the whole red pill manosphere thing too.
Yeah.
Because that was part of my argument with her, which is why I was a little annoyed that I got cut off, is because we're always talking about women and shit and what we should be doing. And with this whole manosphere, like, it's clear men right now are also suffering, so we should be doing something about that. Like, what pisses me off about Candace is she's the person who will tell men feminists don't like you. And that's not true. We sleep with you, we marry you, we raise you. Like, that's not true. So she's always wanted to feed that negative narrative or whatever to them to keep them from wanting to join the feminist movement, or at least be okay with it. When in reality, it's to benefit them. Like, what the fuck is the phrase? Happy wife, happy life?
Happy life, yeah.
Make us happy. You know what I mean? Like, they need to also work on themselves. Like, these are all human traits.
Kid versus career. I feel
Yeah.
like you said, they're two different things, two different feelings. Um, you're not going to feel the same, obviously, having your first child or getting the dream job or dream career, because like there are two different categories. Like I can't say one's better.
You
It's
don't
just like
spend 9
you're
months.
checking off two boxes. Like, okay, I got my career or I got my kid. Like, that's just, yeah. On your, I looked at your channel.
Sorry. I hope I wasn't too much.
Oh no, you're perfect. You're perfect. I love the conversation. It's this. I like the energy. So I went on your YouTube, and then I did like the response video to like your part, and I look at the comments, and they were saying like, oh, you're wrong, and like, oh, women were happier back then because they had like groups and stuff, and they weren't complaining all the time. I'm like, wait, I don't think back then, like, there's no,
First of all,
you're not happier
none
back
of us
then.
were there.
Yeah.
Okay, none of us were there, so don't give me this like nobody was complaining. You weren't there. How the fuck would you know?
Yeah, there, there,
No,
there was
women
complaining
were
because they had the whole
taking.
movement, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right?
bro.
No one was complaining. Really? Then why did we have a revolution, you idiot?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, oh, they're fine.
Exactly.
They just went to work. They were at home. They had focus groups and hang out at bars. I'm like, really? Like, and then I end up looking like, okay, what was life like in the 1900s? So, I mean, at that time, it was like a lot of World War One and World War Two. So it's like, women end up going to like more jobs and stuff. And so, and
Yeah,
then,
because the men were sent away to war,
yeah.
so the women had to go to the factories to keep stuff in production. Cool. Men come back from work. We're told go back to the kitchen.
But you're like, hey, we can do it. And they're like, oh,
But
but you
yeah,
can't.
and here's the funny thing about that, right?
We.
Is that people don't seem to get it. Like that whole DEI bullshit. People don't seem to get that, like, humans, women, black people, gay people, we're all capable of all the same shit. You just didn't know it because you didn't allow us to do any of it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like how many inventions women have come up with is wild to me. And it's just like, we don't get credit for shit.
The questions were definitely, I feel like they were like mostly rage bait. Like again,
It was.
that we live in like a
It's that,
matriarchy.
though.
Who thinks we live in a matriarchy? Who? Like I get
I
one, I
wanted
get
to
one
argue. That was
person.
the one that I wanted to argue so bad. I wanted to argue that one so bad. I was so annoyed I didn't get to, because that statement, when I read it, was like, okay, what is happening right now? My brain was exploding. Matriarchy. We live in a matriarchy?
Yeah, we do,
Okay.
of course. The thing is, I'm pretty sure she did that question like a 4D chess move. Like, you now have to explain why we are in a matriarchy to prove her point. Like, I was like, was she doing that question to make you argue against feminism? Like, because she doesn't believe
Yeah,
that we're
right,
in a
exactly.
matriarchy. So like, and this is like a, an evil question, like to turn y'all against each other. But you have to just live in reality. Like, it's definitely not a matriarchy. Like, definitely not.
No, it's not. Matriarchy, I wouldn't be making 70 cents to the dollar a man makes. We wouldn't be getting beaten at the rates we are. We wouldn't, I would have a choice to what I get to do with my body.
Yeah,
Okay. Matriarchy wouldn't look like this, please. Fuck, I wish we
definitely.
would have one.
The thing is, I feel like, because I've been watching Jubilee for a little while, and I I think I want to like try to do one, but like I don't know, because I'm so far away, and I was like,
Yeah, but
fly. Hey, look,
you
if I do, because I don't know, I see it sometimes. Like I'm like, okay, which one can I do? I have to find a topic I like. I think I missed out on. I think there was like a black men versus black women thing, like the.
Oh,
I think it was no, not Sir. I don't remember, but I think that passed. So I just kind of keep tabs on see like which ones I could do, but then I end up not signing up.
and actually, somebody recently told me, which I had never been called this before, but they were like, "You're dark woke," and I was like, "What?
What does that
What is
even mean?
that?
What does that even mean? Dark woke?
What
What
is
is that?
dark woke?" And they were like, "Well, your like politics are on the left, but your sense of humor is on the right. Like the word retard doesn't bother you and stuff." And I'm like, "Well,
True.
okay, so I'm dark woke." Like, because I had made a joke about Elon Musk, because I was doing a bit on stage about how two things can be true at once, and I said, like, Elon Musk, he has autism and he's retarded. Ha
Based.
ha ha, whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm making first off the distinction that they're not the same thing.
Right.
So but in that, I had someone come to me and said they were bothered and whatever, and I told them, I was like, see, you got hung up on the word, so you missed the message,
Which that's what
right?
they fault woke people of doing. Like, oh, you're getting offended. You didn't even know what I just said. You just got offended by the word. So, man.
Exactly. So apparently I'm woke, but I'm dark woke. I don't know. It's stupid. That's what someone else labeled. What's that? Destiny. That's what he's labeled as, dark woke. So when they labeled me that and they compared me to him, I was like, I mean, okay, I don't know what to say. Like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do to that.
Like,
I'm over
because
here
it
fighting
really, it
for
really
human
doesn't
rights.
matter.
And I'm like, you're mad at me because I make a joke while at the same time trying to defend your human rights. Like, pick which one you want to be pissed at. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Uh, like, do you think the people who went up to speak and who had like the better conversations, do you think they got voted off too quick or what?
No, actually, because some of them did go on for a while, and I was here for it. Like some of them, were having really good arguments. So I think the flags went up. I feel for the most part pretty appropriately timed. I think, and then also on with Candace too. Like some of us went longer, so they did add time to the clock a few times so that we could keep
Yeah.
going. Well, okay. Well, how did you feel about the Jubilee overall? Like, did you think that the majority, like, do you feel like we won the argument mostly?
I think I don't think anyone won, honestly.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because a lot of the stuff that y'all said, like I agree with it, but it just the argument didn't go anywhere to where your point was even heard. So,
And then,
um,
right. And do you think that, though, is because of the claims that we had to argue?
uh-huh. So
Yeah.
so it was like it's a losing battle. The question, oh, matriarchy, patriarchy, that's I don't know. I don't know how you realistically win
Exactly.
that because it's obviously
You
fake. So it's
don't.
like how do you argue that?
Exactly. Which is why I was annoyed with her claims, because when I read them, I was like, but these are just opinions. Like this was clearly rage bait click stuff,
Yeah.
because none of it, like you said, like how do you argue that? Like that's just not. It's nonsensical. She worded her claims perfectly so that they couldn't really be argued.
Cause like
Because
you
obviously,
get more fulfillment for a kid, maybe, but
yes,
again, it's different. It's a different
it's
fulfillment,
different.
and so it's
It's a
like,
different fulfillment. It's going to be different person to person. And you also will never really know until you have a kid and a career to compare the two, right? So, right there, you can't even have the argument because you have to have done both to compare the two. So, is Candace telling you she's happier at home? Then stay at home.
exactly. It's like at least this day and age is always I always say get your career first. Like do all that out the way and then you can like have a family
Well,
because that
because
you need it.
realistically, exactly. I was going to say, realistically, it's like you want people to have kids, though, that can afford to have these kids. On YouTube, too, like I noticed, like it is a community I'm very new to, so I'm not in the community quite yet. Hopefully, I will be. But it's it's kind of cool though when I see, like, I watch other podcasters and stuff that do have their community of people. I'm like, that's pretty cool, and I kind of want to build a community for people to come. You can drop whatever you want in the comment section. Like, I'm not going to trip. It's not going to bother me. Like, people ask me, like, how do you handle the haters? And I'm like, because I just remind myself of who the hater is. This is the
Yeah,
person who
like
thinks I
you're
should
showing
live as a
yourself and
goat.
you're driving up my engagement. Yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
Well, that's what I said. I
Yeah,
go, and thanks for the engagement.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
need it. So here for it, you know? But I want it to be an open space, though, where I feel like people can say what they want, but don't be like, not like X, where you want to be all racist, crazy, homophobic,
yeah,
like, not like that. But, like, you can have your legit opinion, and I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Like, just, and also the dark woke thing, I'm here for it, okay? We can't lose jokes. We can't lose certain
yeah.
things because, you know? The other thing,
Oh
too,
my
is
god.
that, like, you're never going to win them all.
Uh-uh.
Someone will always be pissed at a joke. There's always going to be someone who's not happy. So fuck that. You know what I mean?
The thing is, I probably do want to have some conversations with someone I disagree with, but I feel like a lot of them are like kind of harder to find. It feels like.
Yeah, I get what you mean also, because, like, I thought about it. There was a Jubilee I watched with that blonde Yahtzee girl and that weirdo Christian fundamentalist guy. And I thought about asking them if they would come onto mine, but I was like, ugh, like, do I want to sit there and talk to these people though?
Yeah.
Like, really? And I don't. Not those two. Because if I decide to have someone on who disagrees with me, it's got to be someone who's smart. It's got to be someone who's gonna, bring a debate, not push that women should bow down to men. Like, if that's what you're gonna come to the table with, and that's it, I got nothing for you here.
Yeah, honestly, it's like honestly it's a waste of time at that point.
Exactly, it is, and I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste anybody else's time either.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'll keep
So,
my Jubilee listing open. We'll see. We'll see if we'll see if I ever sign up.
June, I'm telling you, if they book you, you could stay with me. I'll drive you there.
Hey, I'm gonna worry about no hotel or nothing. Okay, bet. Gotcha.
For sure. I'm dead serious about this. We're in the same community now, you and I.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we're partners. Okay, we are. Hey, if you want, I can be on your podcast. If you want to have me on, it's gonna
Actually, I was gonna ask you. Yeah, might as well.
Oh yeah. I would love to. And honestly, like this conversation, you can post this if you want to. You can edit it. I can send you the VOD if you want to upload some clips.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be cool if you could do that. Dude, I'm telling you, like, I might as well. Like, that's the thing I've learned recently is like, it's okay to ask for help, or it's okay to ask people. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Like, I'm trying to get back to Austin so I can sign up to do Kill Tony, but like, I don't want to pay for a hotel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like reaching out to people there, like, can I stay on your couch? Like, I need a place to be in.
Just for a few days. I promise. I'll be out of the way.
Literally, not even. I was like, I will literally fly in Monday morning and leave Tuesday morning. Like, I will literally just be there for the show.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can't hook you up with Austin, bro. It's too far. I don't have that many connections in Austin, so you're on your own on that one.
That's okay. I'll figure it out. Here, I'm dropping a link. I just dropped a link to my set, to one of my sets.
Okay, gotcha. I'll probably watch it after this. We'll see if it's good. I'm gonna give you an honest grading. Okay, I'm not gonna go easy.
I want you to give me an honest rating.
Okay.
I will tell you right now too. As a comic, I want an honest rating because, like, I run an open mic on Mondays here in LA, and I tell everyone I'm not going to give you a fake laugh because then I'm sending you out to fail, and that's not cool. You know, I'm not going to tell you suck, but I'm not going to fake and be like, you were amazing. Like, don't do that.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it after this, and we'll see if I get one chuckle out of me. Okay, we'll see.
Oh, you're gonna get more than one. Cool.
Okay.
But yeah, Toon, thanks for having me on.
I appreciate it. Thank you. We'll be in
And
contact.
then we'll have to, I was going to say, we'll be in contact because you're definitely coming to LA to do Jubilee. Okay.
We'll see. Okay.
Also,
I'm gonna find a topic I like, and then I'll sign up.
I am not, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am not a person who's going to offer something I'm not actually okay with. So if you get booked, your ass needs to come to LA and hang out. You'll do Jubilee, and you'll have to come onto my podcast.
Okay, live, like in person, live, or yeah.
Let's plan it. Let's see. If you get booked for Jubilee in the next, like, let's say 6 weeks for something, we'll do it live, but or in person.
Okay.
Otherwise, we can do it this way.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, either or is good. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, because it would be cool as hell to do it in person.
True. Okay, yeah, I appreciate it. Good conversation. Good yap session. Honestly, we can do this again anytime. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Sounds good. We'll keep in touch.
All right, bet. All right.
All right.
Enjoy your day. I'll see you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.